little water.
Stop it! Get off me! Stop.
Don't. Then you can all have it. Dessert. Perfect. Definitely get her.
We're gonna have to fight.
On the distant farming world of Velt, villagers grow uneasy as an Imperial ship approaches. Cora, a war orphan, warns everyone by ringing the town bell.
I don't care what the potential upside might be.
While the villagers debate whether to welcome the soldiers in hopes of selling their grain at high prices, Cora argues that the Empire will only exploit and destroy them.
We will volunteer nothing. Is that clear?
They're coming! They're coming!
Before any decision is made, Imperial troops land nearby. Admiral Noble confronts Sindri, suspecting the village is hiding rebels and demanding food for his troops. Sindri falsely claims they barely have enough to survive.
Yet the scale of the planting is evidence of the poor soil. And our harsh winters only add to the short season.
But Noble, noticing their healthy condition, doubts him.
Who's the man or woman among you who oversees the harvest?
Gunnar steps in, explaining they had stored food for winter, but agrees to sell some supplies.
But we have been lucky these last few seasons, and our surplus has been more than we can store.
Furious over the deception, Noble violently attacks and kills Sindri. When Sindri's wife tries to intervene, she is also killed by a guard. Noble then declares he will return in 10 weeks to take the entire harvest, leaving the villagers with nothing. After the ships leave, Noble's men, led by Faunus, remain behind to monitor the village, while Private Harass activates Jimmy, an old Royal-era service robot, to assist with tasks.
We're moving these supplies over to that building, if you wouldn't mind lending a hand.
While Jimmy helps the soldiers, Marcus tests whether the rumor about robots not fighting back is true by shooting at him. Jimmy falls without resisting. When Harass tries to step in,
I could kill you right now.
Faunus stops the conflict and sends them back to work, instructing Jimmy to clean himself in the river.
The rest of you, stop staring.
There, Jimmy meets Sam.
Thank you. That is kind. Tell me, Sam, do you know the story of our slain king and his beautiful daughter, the Princess Issa?
Who places a flower crown on him, triggering something within Jimmy. Meanwhile, fearing for their survival, the villagers decide they must prove their worth by showing their harvest is valuable enough to spare. Frustrated by their passivity, Cora considers leaving, but Hagen stops her and suggests joining the rebels to defend the village. Cora refuses, fearing it would only bring more death. That evening, Marcus and 2 soldiers kidnap Sam as she cries for help. Cora initially chooses not to intervene, but Harass steps in to protect her and is quickly overpowered. When Faunus attempts to claim Sam for himself, Cora arrives with an axe and joins the fight. Using enemy weapons and distractions, she manages to take down several soldiers. Harass helps by shooting one who nearly kills her. As the battle escalates, Cora disarms Marcus and kills him. She and Harass then confront Faunus, who holds Sam at gunpoint. At that moment, Jimmy intervenes and chooses to shoot Faunus instead of following orders. Jimmy then flees, while the villagers witness Cora finishing off another soldier and recognize she is ready to lead a resistance.
We're gonna have to fight.
They begin planning to recruit more fighters. Gunnar, who previously dealt with rebel contacts, agrees to take Cora to the city to meet his connection. Before they leave, Hagen gives Cora a special weapon recovered from her crashed ship. During their journey, they camp for the night, and Cora finally reveals her past. At 9 years old, her planet was destroyed by an Imperial army led by Belisarius. Her attempts to protect her family failed, and Belisarius killed them before taking her captive. She was trained within the Motherworld forces, and soldiers were encouraged to take lovers as motivation for war. Cora's lover was killed in battle, deepening her thirst for revenge. By 18, she became a commander, only to realize she had been manipulated into continuing the same cycle of violence that destroyed her family. The next day, Cora and Gunnar arrive in the city, only to discover that Gunnar's rebel contact has been captured by bounty hunters.
That's the man we came to see, the one that introduced me to the Blood Axes.
With no other option, Cora decides they must find the legendary General Titus. In a tavern, a rude alien mistakes Gunnar for Cora's slave and tries to buy him aggressively.
How much?
When the alien becomes inappropriate, Cora quickly throws him across a table. He flees, while a mysterious figure named Kai watches from the shadows. Cora announces her search for Titus, and a small alien speaking through a human body reveals that Titus is on Pollux, fighting in a coliseum. Realizing they need transportation, Cora understands they must find a ship. The alien from earlier soon returns with 3 bodyguards seeking revenge. A gunfight breaks out in the tavern, forcing patrons to take cover. Cora takes on the bodyguards one by one while Gunnar struggles against the alien. Just as Cora prepares to finish the last opponent, the alien sneaks up behind her, but Kai shoots it first. After the fight, Kai collects valuables from the bodies and offers his ship to take Cora and Gunnar to Pollux in exchange for whatever payment they can provide. During the journey, Kai mentions a warrior on another planet who may help them, so they plan a detour. Gunnar, experiencing space travel for the first time, is fascinated by it. Meanwhile, on the Empire's main ship, Admiral Noble is shown using a smoke pipe connected to his body as he receives news about an informant's capture.
That's excellent, Cassius.
He orders the informant brought to him before returning to his tentacle companion. Cora's group arrives at Neu Wadi and meets rancher Hickman,
What brings you all the way out here?
I missed your smiling face.
who owns a slave named Tarek, a former rebel fighter now indebted to him. Hickman proposes a deal. If Tarek can tame a wild beast called a Benis, he earns his freedom. If he fails, Cora and her group will also be enslaved. Tarek approaches the creature, calms it using his native language, and successfully bonds with it. Despite initial difficulty, he manages to ride it and return safely. Tarek wins his freedom, but when Hickman attempts to ride the Benis, it turns on him and kills him. Impressed by Tarek's abilities, Cora considers recruiting more warriors, and Kai suggests continuing their journey to gather additional allies. Upon arriving at Dagus, the group meets Nemesis, a sword mistress who is on a personal mission to confront Harmata, a spider-like alien who seeks revenge against the Empire for killing her children by kidnapping a human child. Nemesis, who has also lost her children to the Empire,
I know a mother's pain.
first tries to reason with Harmata, but the alien launches an attack instead. Using her swords and mechanical gauntlets, Nemesis defends herself and manages to sever one of Harmata's legs to rescue the child with Gunnar's help. Even after being knocked down and injured, she keeps fighting and eventually overpowers Harmata. She then uses her gauntlets to ignite her swords, delivering a deadly strike that destroys both Harmata's spider-like body and humanoid torso at the same time.
That was amazing.
After Nemesis joins the group, they continue their journey together. During a quiet moment of sharing, Cora opens up more about her past to Gunnar. She explains that as the adoptive daughter of Belisarius, she once lived a privileged life and served in the royal guard, where her duty was to protect a princess who had the ability to resurrect beings. Cora admits she still carries guilt for failing to protect the princess during an attack. When they arrive at Pollux, the group encounters General Titus in the arena, a former commander from the old king's army, who is now deeply broken after a disastrous surrender that cost him his troops.
What do you want from me?
At first, Titus refuses to fight again, but he changes his mind when Cora offers him a chance at revenge. Meanwhile, bounty hunters bring a rebel informant to Noble, who forces him to reveal the Bloodaxe siblings' location in Sharon under King Levitica's protection before killing him. Cora's group reaches Sharon and meets King Levitica, who arranges a meeting with the Bloodaxe siblings and their rebel forces. Cora explains their dangerous situation and emphasizes the responsibility they have to protect the people who have supported them. Her words move Darian, one of the siblings, who delivers a powerful speech that inspires many volunteers to join their cause. As they prepare to leave with new allies, Kai, motivated by their mission, decides to help but says he must complete one last delivery first. Shortly after they depart, Noble and his forces attack Sharon, confronting King Levitica, who refuses to cooperate and is killed. Noble's troops destroy the area and he receives new intelligence about the rebels' location. A few hours after arriving at Gondival, the group helps Kai unload cargo on a bridge. Cora grows suspicious of Kai's behavior with the locals just as an Imperial spacecraft suddenly attacks, destroying most of their ships and triggering a robot ambush. Kai then betrays the group, revealing that he plans to capture Cora and the other legendary warriors for a bounty. Noble arrives, disarms Cora, and forces Gunnar into a staged execution scenario, ordering him to kill Cora in exchange for his freedom. Instead, Gunnar turns on Kai and shoots him, freeing Cora. In the chaos, Cora grabs a weapon from a guard and causes a massive explosion that allows the group to escape. During the battle, Nemesis fights fiercely, while Darian manages to secure a few remaining ships for their escape. In the midst of the intense battle, Tarka, Titus, and Gunnar provide cover for Nemesis as she pushes through enemy soldiers. Noble then orders a hidden ship to attack the rebel vessels. In a desperate act, Darian fights his way onto the enemy ship using a metal bar. Although he initially fails to stop the pilot, who evades and fires back, Darian succeeds on a second attempt, but is killed in the process. His body ultimately crashes the ship into the bridge. Meanwhile, Cora comes out of hiding and charges across the bridge, defeating soldiers as she moves toward Noble. As the ship crashes and destroys part of the bridge, Noble survives by landing on a floating platform. Cora confronts him there, and a brutal hand-to-hand fight begins. After a fierce exchange, Noble knocks Cora off the platform, but she grabs a rope and manages to hold on. During the fight, Noble cuts the rope she is hanging from, but Cora still manages to cling on and uses the rope to trip him, pulling herself back onto the platform. She then blocks and shatters Noble's cane using the rope and uses a fragment to stab his leg. Even though weakened, Noble keeps fighting, but Cora overpowers him, breaks his arm, and fatally stabs him with his own cane before throwing him off the platform. Tarek then helps Cora by pulling the platform back toward the bridge so she can be rescued. The group survives and returns to Velt to prepare for future defenses.
That's our village.
Meanwhile, enemy forces recover Noble's body, and instead of healing him, they connect his cyborg form to a Neuralink. In a virtual encounter, Belisarius scolds Noble for his failure and orders him to capture Cora alive. After ending the session by breaking the ice beneath them, the doctors struggle to revive Noble and eventually bring him back with a powerful injection. And that brings us to the end of today's story. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting and entertaining movie summaries. Also, make sure to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next recap.